So hello everyone, welcome to this problem solving session of this NPTEL course, Advanced Geomatics Engineering. Uh, we will start in couple of minutes, so others will join and then after we'll start. Hello, hello,
Good evening, sir.
good evening. You able to hear me? Hello, are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir, you are audible. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, good evening. So we will start. So as I discussed in the previous class that now this is the last class and GIS you do not have much question answers. So we will discuss practical questions rather than discussing numericals and uh, MCQs. Okay, so how do you want to do? Do you want to do along?
Sir, will we need QGIS in our
Yes,
laptop?
yes.
So just give me 2 or 3 minutes. I have to check whether it is
Okay, you
running or not.
check that out. Meanwhile,
Yes, sir.
I have uploaded the data sets which we are going to work with. I will just put the link of that folder in here, chat box.
Sir, I visited that website, but I didn't find link of that data set which you said to download.
Which one?
So you said you have to download some data set
Oh,
on which we will work.
I'm sharing the data right now. So I created some sample data from India. I shared that link in comment section. It's just very small data sets, not much. It's just 10-15 MBs only. can download the data from this link which I have shared. It is a NPTEL class 12 zip file. Meanwhile, you also check the QGIS version or if you have or not. If you do not have, then also it's fine. I will show you the around and then after you can do it. So this data sets and other files also I'm uploading in the this recording sharing page which you are getting the in your NPTEL course website only. So if you let me share my screen. So if you go to your course of Advanced Geomatics Engineering, there wherever this survey on problem solving session that announcement is coming, there they have mentioned this recording sheet link. So if you will click on that particular link, it will redirect you to the all the YouTube videos of the previous problem solving sessions. Along with that, the folder in which we have uploaded all the PPTs and the other materials which we solved in the previous doubt class sessions. So you can go through that also if you are not able to get the data. So yeah, if anyone else is also doing and just joining, you can download and install the QGIS. If you do not have, I will just give you a brief view that how you can download QGIS if you do not have in your system. So for that, you have to go to QGIS website or you just write QGIS and then search and then you can go to downloads and then you will get this some page. Just skip it and then after you can use this install this long-term version for Windows which is 3.40 Bratislava version. So you can click over here, it will download a file, then you go to your downloads and run that file, .exe file, then it will download the QGIS into your system. And in doing so, if you have any issues, you can get back to me by my mail or by writing in this announcement sections or in question answer section. So the installation part is very simple. Still, if you have any issues with that, please let me know. Today, like to avoid the time conflicts, we are not going to do installation because it will take some time. So rather we are going towards the direct approaching some problems and how to solve that using QGIS or any other GIS software. Ultimately, there are two GIS software which people use nowadays, QGIS and ArcGIS. The QGIS is open source software, whereas the ArcGIS is the commercial one where you have to pay for licensing fees. Both have their advantages and disadvantages. So according to that, you can work with any of the software which you have. Yes, Shubham. So do you have it in your system?
Sir, just give me last 1 minute.
Okay, okay, fine. Take 2 more minutes. If not, then I think we can start. Or if you have ArcGIS also, you can open the data at least in ArcGIS. That's also fine.
So I have QGIS 3.4 to Monster.
Yes, yes. Any version will be fine.
Okay, so just let me go to the data set.
Okay, so I will explain that thing. Don't worry. Just download the data. I will explain. Just download the data and extract it. We will go through data one by one. So before going to start with the data, I think I will explain you the QGIS window. So have you ever worked with QGIS before?
So just one time for georeferencing file.
Okay, okay, okay,
Yeah.
fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
So I will explain you first QGIS window, and then after I think we'll start with the data. So here, I mean, in this QGIS window, you can see the menu bar on top where projects, edit, view, layer, settings, plugin, vector, raster, all those menus are written. So whenever you want to create a new project, you can go to project, go to new, or if you have made any template, you can use your own template also. If you have done some existing work that you can open it using open. So open from the, you can also open the different projects from GeoPackage, Oracle, Postgres, SQLs. So these are the some other softwares which it supports from where also you can link it with QGIS. And then these are the projects which I have done recently, so it will show you those also. And then this is the closing, save your file, and all those properties. And here you see import exporting. If you want to, whatever you are doing, that if you want to export that as an image or PDF, or you want to make a maps, so that you can use this section where it is written the new print layout or new reports, whatever you want to generate. And layout manager means overall layout of this particular window, so that you can do. And then there is a models if you have created, and then exit QGIS. Apart from that, edit, whatever you are doing the editing, that's copy paste undo redo, those things you can do it over here. You can select the features, edit the geometry, on all those things you can do. View, so this one is a very important one, because whenever you are working with QGIS, and somehow what you will observe is your some panels are missing. So let's say here the browser panel is there, layer panel is there, processing toolbox is there, and here the where you will do the all the processing, or all the layers will which will show up afterward. So basically, let's say this option is not there. Let's say I'm not able to see my processing toolbox. So how to bring it back? So if anything is missing in your QGIS window, you should go to view and then go to panels or toolbar, depending on what is missing there. So here in my case, I am missing the processing toolbox, which will come under this panels. So I will go to panels, and then I will click this checkbox, which is showing processing toolbox, and it will come back. Similarly, this is for any kind of things. If it is you are not able to see any panel or toolbar, then you can bring it back to the main window. Or if you are using some tools which is quite useful, or you are using them repetitively, then also this will help you to lock the particular toolbar or panels on a main window. Okay. Apart from that, you can do zoom in, zoom outs. You can just pan through the areas, summaries, and everything you can see over here. Then there is a layer. So if you want to generate a new layer, raster layer, vector layer, then you should go with the option or menu, which is layer menu. So there is a option of create layer, there you can create a shape file, geopackage layer, or any different files you can scratch layer, mesh layer that you can generate. Then if you go to add layer, so if you have existing data in your file, in your system, that you can import using this add layer. Then you can do georeferencing also using this layer tool. So georeferencing, if you see the current existing version, it is coming under the layer menu. But if you see older version of QGIS, then georeferencing used to come under the option of raster menu. Then there is option of settings. So you can go to check the symbology, colors on everything. If you want to add some else color and everything, then you can use the setting menu. Then plugin. So plugins, like they are kind of some supporting tools, and for that, like QGIS is very famous that If I'm working with QGIS and if I want to do something else, but it is not possible within the QGIS, then someone will write a code for that and then they will deploy it. So that tool or plugin you can directly use in your QGIS window. So such kind of tools are available or plugins are available. So we will see like how you can install different plugins. Okay, so go to plugins and then click on manage and install plugin. So Shubham, I think you are able to see your QGIS window.
Yes, sir. I have created plugins.
Okay, so I think what I can suggest is if you have two devices like your laptop and mobile phone, you can join using some other account so you can track off everywhere. Otherwise, you listen to me and do it. Okay,
Sir,
if
actually,
you think,
I am watching the screen in my phone and
yeah,
working
yeah,
on the laptop.
that's fine, that's fine. And if some like if you feel that the speed is going too fast or you are missing something, just let me know so that I can reiterate the same thing.
Sure, sir.
Okay, so yeah. So first we'll see like how to install the plugins. So you have to go to plugins and have to click on manage and install plugin. So when you click on manage and install plugin, it will open this kind of dialog box, which will show you the all the plugins which are available within the QGIS. How many of it I have downloaded or installed in my system, how many of it I have not installed, how many that you can upgrade as of now. Then there are some of the new plugins which are there, then some plugins which became invalid, or then if you want to install from particular zip file, then you can do that as well. So I will go to all and then you just write in search bar base map. So base map is like whenever you import any GIS data and you want to see that this data is from which part of the world. Then it's basically we want to put some data or base map or which will guide us that this data is from India, this data is from China. So like that, it will help us to see from where the data is taken. So this is the one plugin which is very good, which I use, which is HCM GIS. So you go to that plugin, HCM GIS, and here you will see on this in this dialog box only, you will see the install plugin. So I have already installed it. So that's why it is not showing it. I will just uninstall and install it again. So now you might be seeing the windows like this, HCM, GIS, and then click on install plugin. Now click on install plugin. So it will take some time depending on which kind of plugins you are importing or installing. And once that plugin is installed, you can see in your menu bar, you can see the option of HCM GIS. So we'll go and explore that just after some time. But meanwhile, I will show you there are multiple plugins which are available. That there is a plugin which is Quick Map Service. This is also very good plugin for base maps. And there are multiple plugins which supports the base map. And then if you want to do georeferencing, so you write georeferencing. So this is like Bunting Lab AI Vectorizer. So this particular plugin helps you to digitize your data through image or PDF if you have georeferenced raster maps. So this helps you in digitizing that. So this is for that. Then this is the free and raster georeferencer. So if you want to georeference the data, this can be useful. Then map tiler loader. So download the georeference parts of tiles map surveys. So there might be some other thing also. And then we have learned one website which is Open Topography to download the DM dataset. So they also have their plugin over here. So now if you have integrated this plugin into QGIS, then you can also download the DM data directly from QGIS only. Then there is another thing which is Google Earth Engine. So that is also another part, and for that also there are plugins. So you can integrate your Google Earth Engine data and catalog also within the QGIS window. And the process is very simple. Select the particular plugin and then click on install and it will install. And then there are multiple plugins such as climate map plots, or depends on which kind of data you're working with. There are multiple plugins which are available. Uh, yes. Hi, Shrikant. How are you? Okay, so just to give you a quick info, we are learning QGIS today. I'm giving a brief introduction about this GIS software. So if you have in your system, that's fine. Otherwise, you can just follow along with our videos. Yeah. So this is a plugins, and then after this is like if you have vector data, then you can open up the vector data using this tool. Raster data. So, like in previous class, we have learned about what is vector data and raster data. Vector is a discrete data sets, whereas raster is some kind of continuous data sets in terms of image format, and which is made up of pixels. So, if you want to work with raster data, these are all the tools which are available with raster data. Then we have data sets, web tools, mesh if you want to create mesh, or some calculations if you want to do, and then this is processing part, and this is the plugin which we just installed, which is HCMGIS. So now using this plugin, what you can do is it came as a menu. Now if you go to base map, and then if you just click on any base map, let's say I want Google satellite. Okay, then I will click on Google satellite and it will open the satellite mode. Okay, satellite area. But here you can see the labels or legends are not there. So if you want that, let's say add some other thing. Let's add normal Google map. So you will get all the things which we generally have in our Google Maps. And then in Google Maps we just have this Google Maps provided by Google's only. If you want to use some other maps, then why not? Let's use the map from ISRI. So let's say I will click on ISRI Imagery. Then you will get the map from ISRI, and you can see that both map from Google and ISRI both are different, and you can see that which are captured at different time, so that you can see. Apart from this raster maps, you can have vector maps also, and these are the multiple maps are there. You can see shaded relief map is there, topographical map is there, so you can uh, make your projects very well using this kind of base map. So this is the some kind of shaded relief map where it is showing the higher elevated areas using the shades, hill shades. Then terrain is there, which will give you the idea about the terrain condition. So those maps are also there. So depending on which kind of base map you want to keep on, it will help you to do that. Any doubt till this point?
So just want to ask means like we are able to download the various kind of plugins. So that plugins are the basically the tabs which we can use for different features.
So it is not every time tab. Sometimes it is a tab. Sometimes it will come as a tool inside the tab. Such as I have one plugin which is this Open Topography DEM. So it came under raster menu. Okay. Now I have one plugin which is Quick OSM. So that came under vector menu. Okay. So then there is another plugin which is GeoSM remote. So that also came under vector. Now some plugin will come as a tool also. This is also one plugin. This is point sampling tool. This is also one plugin. So which is terrain profile. So the idea is that plugin will not come as a menu every time. Okay, it can come as a direct menu, or it can come under a particular menu, or it can come as a icon also. So whatever the case is, you will able to see that plugin within the window of QGIS. Okay,
Yes, sir.
and all these plugins are like they will help you to do something which is not available within the normal QGIS. And some of the things like we want to do this kind of analysis, this kind of analysis. So if someone has already done it, like what generally people do, they make a simple small work, they synthesize together, which we do using normal QGIS. They write a Python code for that, and they generate a plugin out of it. Okay, and that plugin we are using. So now I think click on new project, and we will remove all the data which we have loaded, maps which we have loaded. So go to project and click on new project, or else you can see here also there is option of new projects. So click on that. Do you want to save the current project? Right now we don't want to save. So I will just click on discard. Okay. Okay. So now we will start doing some analysis. Uh, so first of all, I will show you the questions which we are going to do. So the first question is from Odisha. So the Odisha Forest Department aims to build an office at Subanpur to administer the and monitor the forestry resource near this Arjunapur Reserve Forest. Now conduct a site suitability survey or study using the following criteria and prepare the site suitability map. So we have to select a particular location which will follow all the criteria which is given to us. The first criteria which is given to us is that site should have elevation greater than 160 meter. Then there is a second criteria which is it should be either within the 5 kilometer of Mahanandi river or within 2 kilometer of Tel river. So two rivers are given. So due to the depending on how far it should be from major river and minor river, it is given. Then it should be within 10 kilometer from this reserve forest, but not inside the forest. So basically what we want is our office should not be inside the forest, but it should be within the 10 kilometers so that we can like reach there in quick time. And then there is a last one criteria, which is that we have to prepare a final map which is showing the suitable areas for the site. Okay, so now let's decode this question. First of all, we want to solve this question. Then what kind of data set is necessary? GIS data is necessary here. So the first part is the site should have elevation of greater than 160 meter. Okay, so which data can be useful here?
Mm, So we have to them digital edition model of that area,
Yes. So we need DM. Then second one is
and we should have say file of Mahanadi River as well as Tail River,
okay. And then there is a
and
file of reserved forest.
reserve forest, and also its boundary safe file from where we can decide the buffer of the 10 kilometer.
Yes, yes. Okay, so this four data sets are necessary. The DEM, then this two river shapefile, and the shapefile of the forest. And now let's go and check out the data. So first thing is how you can import the data in QGIS. So you can click on this button, Open Data Source Manager. This three layers, blue, yellow, and red button is there. Open Data Source Manager. Click on that. Now you can go through the folder in which you have your data sets. So if you have your data in D drive or whatever the folder you have, so locate that folder first. Okay, so let's say my data is in D drive, PhD, courses, geospatial engineering. So I have my data in this particular folder. So look out to the folder where you are doing. And first and foremost step before starting any GIS project, you create a particular folder in your system. Okay, so that everything which you do there only rather than doing here and there or creating a new layers on desktop. Because when you work with QGIS or ArcGIS, any GIS software, it will create multiple files. And if you dump everything within your document, downloads, or desktop, then it will become too much files in your system. So that's why let's have a separate folder in which you dump all your data sets. If you generate any data also, you will generate there and put there on. So whatever the data which I given to you, inside that there is a three folder: question 1, question 2 and question 3. Okay, so this one we will do with the question number 1, and in that you can see there are four datas are there: DEM, then this forest, and then two river data sets are there. So now I will click on the forest. So you can double click on the layer and it will import the data into QGIS file. Similarly, import all the four data sets. So you have to go to open data source manager. Then after locate the
Yes, sir.
folder
Done, sir.
in which you have your data. I have my data in this NPTEL class 12 folder in which we are dealing with question number 1. So in question number 1, four data files are there. So I opened that. And now let's say if you want to work with this folder again and again, let's say today we are going to work with again and again. So what you can do is you can right click to this folder and click on add as a favorite. So if you will click add as a favorite, then it will add this folder as a in favorite bar. So this is my on top, you will see the favorite bar, and then this particular folder I have kept in a favorite bar. So now I do not have to go through each and everything again and again. I can just click on this and it will add the data from those folder. I'm repeating it again. If you have something in one folder and every time you are going to use the
Got
same
it, sir.
folder, yes,
Got it, sir.
okay. So right click on that folder and then click on add as a favorite. Okay, then it will
Yes, sir.
add your folder in the favorite bar so that you do not have to go through that it is in this folder, this folder, this folder like that. You don't have to go through the entire directory. And this is applicable for if you are working with QGIS or ArcGIS. The first thing is whenever you are working with GIS, you have to manage your data well by making a particular folder so that you don't have any issue in doing it. Okay, so are you able to import all the data sets? All four?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So you can see our data is looking like this. Okay. So we have two layers. So now let's say if you want to put any layer on top or bottom, so you can just drag and drop and keep the one layer on top or one layer on bottom like that. So what you can do, just select the layer in the layer panel and then drag and drop. Okay.
Yes, sir. I have put it on the dam that Arjun forest
Yes.
file.
So currently we see there are four data sets, and which data is raster and which data is vector here?
Sir, except this dam, all
Mhm.
trees are vector,
Yes,
vector data, and this is raster data.
yes. And if we see precisely, these two files are line data and one file is polygon data in vector also. Okay. Now
Yes,
first
sir.
let's see how we can visualize the raster data in QGIS. So if you want to know about any data sets, right click and go to properties. Okay. Now it will open the property dialog box. The first option there will be information. The information will give you an idea about the name of your file, then path in which that file is located. Then you have your extent, like what is from where to where this data is available, then width, height, then data type if it is, then the summary of the data, like which is a mean, median, maximum, minimum, standard deviation. So those information you will get. You will get the size of your pixel, how many rows and how many columns are there, what is origin, and then what is the coordinate system of your data. So when you work with any GIS, we have to specify the coordinate system, and these coordinate systems are divided into two parts. The one is geographic coordinate system and another one is projected coordinate system. So the geographic coordinate system uses latitude and longitude, where our units are in degree. Whereas when you use projected coordinate system, then the units are in meter. It means whatever the you do, that is, yeah, units will come in meter. Now, let's start seeing other options. So there is option of source, which will show you the same thing, layer name and for the path from where you have got your data from within your system. And then there is option of symbology. So symbology is for changing colors. Okay, so color map, like if you use different GI software, the name might be color map or symbology or so on and so forth. Okay, so now the first one is the render type. So single brand gray. It means like if you do not apply anything, it will look like this kind of gray color, which is from dark to white, like it's like that. Okay, so now after, let's say, instead of single band gray, I will select single band pseudo color. So I will click on that and it will show you me the which kind of color I want to use. Okay, so now let's say I want to use the color ramp. So if you want to change color, you can click on this drop down menu near to the color ramp. Minimum and maximum value is showing the minimum and maximum value of this layer, which is 95 and 257. So the minimum elevation of this DM is 95 and maximum one is 257. Now to change the color of DM from black and white to some colorful map or colorful data, I will I will select on this drop down, and then I will select the whatever the color you want to keep. So I want to keep this spectral color. So I will keep that. So that is a spectral color only, red to blue. But I want, like, if higher elevation is there, then I want red color, and if with lower elevation is there, then it might represent water and all. So I want to make it blue if it is lower elevation. So I want to invert the color. Okay, here white blue should come and here red should come. So to do that, I will go on this drop down menu, and then I will click on invert color ramp. So the first option is invert color ramp. Click on that. So it will flip the color map, which you can see. And then after, you can click on apply and OK. So once you do, your colors will be changed. Is this clear or should I repeat again?
No, sir, it is clear.
Okay. So now you can see here the red patches you can see within the DM. Are you able to see the red patches?
Yes, sir. At three places, there are
Yes,
red patches.
yes. So this red patches represents the elevation is very high at that particular locations. So it represents the local hill or this kind of feature, because all of the sudden the elevation is becoming too big. See this kind of feature. Similarly over here also this kind of feature is there. And you can see if you zoom it further, you can see the pixel also, the basic element of the raster image. And if I want to see what is the, like, size of this pixel, then I will zoom it to some extent, and then I will click on this button, which is like measurement button. So you can click on measurement line or measurement area. So right now I want to do line, so I will click on measure line, and then I will just measure the size of this pixel from one point to another point. So you can see it is around 31. So basically the pixel or DM which we are working with, it is a 30-meter DM. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now this is the raster data. Okay. Now let's talk about the vector data. So vector data. Okay. I think we will go some more property of the raster data again. So do the right click on DM and click on properties. So rather than color, you just have transparency also. So through which you can handle the how opaque your layer is. You can reduce the transparency to make the below layer visible in some cases. Then you have the option of histogram. So histogram we have learned in this classes also. So if you click on compute histogram, it will create a histogram of the area, and you can see that at corresponding elevation, how many pixels are there which are having the similar elevation. So there are like if you see here, it's how much? So around 120 meter elevation, around 7 to 8,000 pixels are there. So there's kind of informations you can get from the histogram, or basically how is the distribution of your data over, whether it's a normal distribution or it's a some kind of peak is there or bimodal peak is there. Two different classes are there. So that thing you can explore using the histogram. And then other tools are there, but we will not use that much in this class, or in this normal QGIS also we will not use that much. Now we will see the vector data. So same to modify the vector data, you can go to right click and click on the property. Okay, now if you go to property, information and source will represent the same thing, but instead of raster, it will show the vector properties. That this is the polygon geometry. The extent of this geometry is this to this. The coordinate system of this is UTM zone 44 north. Units are in meter. So this data is given in meter, okay, not in degree. So these things you can just check on. And if you want to change the colors, then again you can go to properties, or you can double click on that layer and go to symbology, and then you can just click here. So instead of simple fill, I want to do something so that inside color there will be nothing and it will just show me the border, nothing inside it. Okay, the border of the forest. So to do that, here in simple fill, there is the option of fill color, fill style, stroke width. So fill color, it will fill inside the polygon, and stroke means the outline of the polygon. So what I will do is I will go to fill color and make it transparent. So there will be no fill color and just border will be there. And if you want to increase the outline of the border, then you can increase it from 0.26 to zero point 0.5 like this, and click on apply and OK. Okay, so you will get like this. Okay. Now similarly for rivers, we will make it blue color. So go to the river file.
Definitely.
So you have to click on the right click, then go to the symbology. Then
Actually, I have this kind of features in this symbology.
yes,
Sir, I am in the properties of Arjuna Pur Forest
uh,
and clicked on this symbology,
okay. So
and
go
I
there,
have this kind of features.
double click on that. You will get. Are you getting this option of symbology?
Yes, sir, I have clicked the symbology. You can see my screen. Actually, I have opened on my
Okay.
video.
So I think I have to stop sharing my thing. Okay, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm able to see.
Sir, I
So
have this kind of. I don't have options that
okay, okay,
stroke,
okay, okay,
fill.
okay, 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 okay. Can you do one thing? You can share your screen. I will stop presenting. Yeah, you can share your screen so that I can see it properly if it is possible.
Sir, the class is going on in my phone, and I'm working on laptop.
Okay,
So
okay, okay, fine, fine. Then show it to me. I will say. So, okay, here. Okay, I will show it my window. Okay, wait. So this is like a good observation. So see here, I mean, in my case also it is showing. Okay. So first of all, you can see here the project styles are there, which is gradient, plasma, gray field, hash black. So in your case, it is showing in big, like in this icon format. Okay. So the same thing is there. These options which I'm seeing here as a one by one, in your case, it is showing as a like that. Okay. So I think either you can go there, or here also, you see here field is there. on top. Are you able to see this
Yes,
fill
sir.
button?
Yes, sir.
And below that simple fill is there.
Yes, sir.
So click on that simple fill.
Yes, sir.
So now you will get these options.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, so now after that, go to fill color and make it transparent. And then stroke color, I want a dark outline with black color and want to make it zero point 0.5. So that's it, and I will click on OK.
Sir, after opening this yellow box, where we went, fill color,
Where we change the color.
trans sir, where we have to click only
Yes,
transparent fill.
yeah, yeah, simple. You go to simple fill, and then there is a four option: fill color, fill style, stroke color, and stroke width, and stroke style also there. Okay. So the first two
Yes, sir.
options are there. They are for what is inside your polygon. Okay. So here you will click on this three drop down to select the color. Now when you click on this drop down, it will show you which color do you want to see. Okay, so you can select any color, but what I want is I do not want any color. So I will click on transparent fill. So I will click over here transparent fill, or whatever. If you have any color also, then what you can do, if you can go to this and you can make the transparency of that color to 0. That will do the same thing. So this is the transparency, how transparent the color you want. Or you else you can click on this transparent fill directly from there. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So are you able to see like this? What I am able to see in my window?
Just 1 minute. Yes, sir.
Okay, now we will do the same thing but with reverse. Okay, with line data. So you can click on Mahanandi or Tail River, whatever river you want. You can double click on it, or you can right click and go to property, symbology, and make it to blue color. So again, click on simple line and then just make the color blue as it is river. So let's make it blue and increase the width of the river. So stroke width. So here they will not use word outline, instead of they are using the word stroke. So stroke width means the thickness of your line, and the stroke style means whether you want solid line or dashed line or dotted line, dash dot line, so that you can select if you want. So I have select now for both the river, you give the blue color. So again I will go to symbology, change the color, make the stroke width 0.5, apply it, and okay. So it's a bit different, but yeah. Is this clear?
Yes, sir. Done, sir.
Okay. So now what we will do is we will go with the next part of the question. So that is the site elevation should be greater than 160 meter. So elevation part we have to see, and that elevation should be greater than 160 meter. Okay. So for that there is a condition which you have to apply. You have DM layer. On that you have to apply a condition that the DM layer should be greater than 160 meter. So for that, there is option of raster calculator. So you will go to raster And then there is the option of raster calculator. So if you want to do anything with raster, like multiplication of two raster, or addition of two raster, division of two rasters, or multiplying a constant with a raster, so everything you can do using raster calculator. Suppose if you have two band from remote sensing data and if you want to create the NDVI or NDWI, then you can use A minus B divided by A plus B type of formula. That also you can do within the raster calculator. So click on raster calculator. Now only one DM file I have, which is a raster layer. Okay, so I will click on that and I will apply my condition that DM should be greater than 160. Okay, so sometimes it happens that if you use your own words and all, then it will give error. So better to select from here only whatever the operators they have given to avoid the issue with the grammar or case sensitiveness. Otherwise, if you write also, that's not an issue. Okay. Now you have to save your data. So click on output layer. So these three dots are there near to the output layer. Okay. So click on browse, which is three dots, and it will ask you in which folder you want to save your data. So I will save my data within the question one only. So I will write as a criteria one. Okay. Give your file name and then so basically here you have to give your condition that DEM should be greater than 160 and save your file name. And then after click on OK. So are you able to get this kind of raster after processing your data?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. So this layer is showing the data in from 0 to 1 and basically your pixels, every pixels are converted into 0 to 1. So if the elevation is greater than 160, the answer is 1 and it is shown by white color. And if it is not, then it is shown by the black color. Okay, so you can see the patch which we have seen earlier, those pages are giving me the one value and the remaining part is giving me the black values. Okay, now here, see, it's very difficult to visualize from this thing. So what we can do is we can just change the symbology of this layer. Okay, so again, we will double click or right click and go to properties and then symbology. So now this is the raster only, but in raster only two values are there. Okay, either 0 or 1. So why don't we do one thing that if the value is 0, then we want to make it transparent. And if it is 1, then let's give it some value like some color, let's say red, blue or whatever. Got my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so for that, we'll go to symbology. And here instead of single brand gray, we will see the paletted or unique values because here our raster is having very less number of values. So we will go with this kind of symbology, which is paletted and unique value. Unique value means your data do not have much variation. It's kind of class. Whether if you are working with LULC data, then this class will be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So depending on 10 class or 20 class, whichever you have, whatever you have in your data. If your pixel is flood area or non-flood area, so the layer will be in either 0, 1 format. Whether it is a grassland or forest land or barren land. So it will be either 3, 1, 0, 1, 2. If the building is there, if it is high urban density, low urban density or medium urban density, depending on that 1, 2, 3. So if the data points are classified in some values, then you can say click on paletted and unique values. And what this tool will do is, and then after you just click on classify. So it will classify your data into different class which you have in your layer. But if we do the same thing with the elevation layer, then what will happen that elevation is continuous data. So we will have multiple values. We can have a value of 1000 also. We can have value of 1000.1 also. So it is very difficult to assign individual color to all the data points. So for that we use color rand. But here our data points are less and it is already classified in 0 and 1. So that's why we are using this paletted and unique values. Now instead of this 0, we do not want to keep any color. So I will double click on this blue color, or I can remove it also. Okay, so I will just keep it right now, but I will make it transparent. So double click on this blue color and then on opacity, make the opacity 0. I will show it again. Double click on this color and here on the right hand side where the opacity is written, make the opacity 0. And if it is 1, it will show me the red color. So that's fine. And then after I will click on OK. So now we will able to see just pixels with one value only, not the 0.
Yes, sir. Done, sir.
Okay. Now we will go with the second condition, which is on the second condition is the buffer. So it should be either within 5 kilometer of Mahanandi river or 2 kilometer of Tel river. Okay, so we have to see the Mahanandi and Tel river, both rivers are given to us, and we have to create a buffer because it should be within. It means we have to create something as a buffer, which is known as a buffer. So for
Yes, sir.
Mahanadi river, the buffer is 5 kilometer.
Kilometer.
So I will write a tool in processing toolbox as a buffer. Then I will click on the buffer tool. Now Tail river is there. So I will select first Mahanadi river and then I will write the distance which is 5 kilometers. So 5000 meters. Okay. Now if you are working with the data which is in geographic coordinate system or where the units are in degree, then you have to first convert this data into degree to meter and then only you have to do buffer. Okay. So this thing, whenever you download any data, most of the time it comes in the degree. But first you have to convert into degree to meter and then only you have to do this operation of buffer. Now, other options we will not change. Other options will handle like how many segments are there, how the curvature of that buffer should come. I will just click on the dissolve result. If more than one points are there, it will merge to more than one buffer. Here just one is there, so if we click or doesn't click, it will not matter. And then you have to save the file also. So click on this three dot and click on save to file. So whenever you give a file name to GIS, you use some particular name which is quite recognizable after the you do the thing. So I will write this as a Mahanadi buffer. So I will write it as a 5 kilometer Mahanadi underscore 5 kilometer. Another thing is do not write space in your when you create a layer because sometime it will corrupt your data if the space is there or any other special character is there. So better is to give the use the underscore whenever you have yeah saving a file. So I will write Mahanadi 5 kilometer and then so basically here what you have to do is you have to select the file for which you want to create a buffer, then the buffer distance, and then after just give the name of the file and click on run button. So once you click run button, you will get this kind of buffer around the Mahanadi river. So are you getting this?
Yes, yes, sir.
So let's make the similar buffer of 2 kilometer for Tail river. getting something like this after doing the both the buffers.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So
Now
now,
we have to make transparent these buffers also.
yes. So what is written that it should be either within the 5 kilometer of Mahanadi River or within the 2 kilometer of Tail River. So here the condition of either or is written. Either or means it is a which kind of operation. So basically these operations are known as a geoprocessing, or you can also say it as a overlay operations, which have, like, if you go to vector and then geoprocessing tools, you will see these options: buffer, clip, convex hull, difference, dissolve, union, intersection, symmetric difference. So it is written that either within this, either within this. It may be anywhere, but within this buffer zones only. So it's kind of, you can either dissolve this layer or you can make a union of it. Okay, so we will
Yes,
do
sir.
the union. So we will take Tail River and we will take Mahanadi River buffer, and then after we will create a union. So this will become our criteria 2. Okay, select the both layer which you want to make a union and then run it. Okay, so if you see, when you applied the union, it was intersecting here, so it has generated 3 different polygons. So if you, for vector data, if you right click and go to attribute table, then you will able to see that there are 3 different IDs are there. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, so it should be within any part, okay, of this buffer. Then first and second criteria is over. Let the third one is it should be within 10 kilometer from Arjunpur Reserved Forest, but not inside the forest. Okay, so 10 kilometer within the forest means we have to create another buffer of 10 kilometer. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so we will use the buffer, but instead of rivers, now I will select the forest layer. So forest layer I have selected, and then it should be written as a 10 kilometers. So I will write 10,000 and then save the file. So I'm giving it name as a forest underscore 10 kilometer, and then after run it. So you will get something like this.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now what is given is that I will just uncheck the other 2 layers so that you will able to see it properly. Um, so now I am able to see this forest buffer only. Okay. And what is given is like it should be within the 10 kilometer from the forest, but not inside the forest. Okay. So what we have to do is we have to remove the forest part from this buffer because we do not want the point part which is inside it. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So for that, what we have to do is we have to take some kind of difference, A minus B kind of thing. Okay. So for that, if you go to vector and geoprocessing, there is a tool known as a difference.
Symmetrical difference.
Okay. So difference tool is there. I will select the difference tool, and what I will do is from forest buffer, I will deduct the forest layer, and then I will save it as a criteria 3.
Sir, did we click on symmetrical difference?
No, we use the normal difference.
Okay.
Symmetrical difference means it will, whatever the common part is there between 2 layers, it will remove that and it will keep the other parts of both the layers. Whereas this normal difference, it will just remove A minus B. And the symmetrical difference will work like it will keep A plus B minus A intersect B. So once you will run it, you will get something like this. So cut layer. Okay. Clear till this point?
So just give me 1 minute.
Yeah, yeah. Take your time.
Yes, sir. Done, sir.
Okay. Now let's see analyze the both the layer. So criteria 2 and criteria 1. So now you can see this red part is coming here, but we do not want that. Okay, we want which is within this only. Okay, so you can see from here only it is visible that this portion, this and this are the part where I can do my site. Okay, but still we have to do it. We have to clip the layer. So for that, we have to create another layer, which is a final layer. Okay, so for that, what we can do is now criteria 3 is also a location where I can do, and this criteria 2 is also the location where I can do. So I have to take an intersection of both, that where both conditions are true, I want that. Okay, so I have to go to vector, geoprocessing, and then intersection. So the intersection of criteria 3, criteria 2, and criteria 3. And I will write here river forest intersection, or I will just write river forest. So I have to do the intersection criteria 2 and criteria 3.
Here we put
Yes.
the layers. One, the union of the rivers.
Yes. One is the union of the rivers, and the second one
And
is the
second one is
ones which
the
we got after the difference layer.
difference of forest.
Yes. And then click on run. So now you can you see this thing?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now can you see that here within the whatever the polygon which we got, it is having 2 or 3 polygons inside it. Like this one is first one, second one, third one, and fourth one. Like this. Is it? If you right click and see the attribute table of this feature, then you can see there are 3 particular features which are there. Okay, so these 3 are like this. You can select one by one also. This one is this one, then this is this one, and then the third one is like this. Okay, but what I want to do is I want to make everyone together. Let's say all this 1, 2, and 3, 4, whatever it is there, I want to make it in just one polygon.
So
Okay, so
dissolve or merge.
yes, that is known as a dissolve. So you go to vector geoprocessing and click on dissolve. And whatever the features are there within your forest layer, it will dissolve everything and it will create a file. So dissolved river forest. Okay, so you will get a single layer now after doing the dissolve. So whatever layers are not important to you right now, just uncheck it so that you can visualize the final layer of it. So now I can see this is the part which is fulfilling the criteria 2 and criteria 3, and this red one part is fulfilling the criteria 1. Okay. Now if I want to do, let's say, do one thing also, we make this final layer as a just a transparent field so that we can see what is the elevation and everything inside it. So now can you see here? This is the forest. Now, which location will you select if you want to create an office?
So this inside the boundary of this dissolve and outside the boundary of this.
Yes,
Uh,
but see, this like within this only, whatever is there, like that's what we did. I mean, we created this buffer, and then if I just increase the boundary and change its color. So this red part is there. You can see whatever the portion which is coming inside this red polygon, there I can create my building. So this area, if you see, this looks very small. Okay.
so but yeah, there is one more criteria like elevation should be more than 160 meters. So we have to select only those areas where these red dotted are visible.
Yes. So here, see, this is that's what I'm saying. The criteria one which we have applied, that it should be greater than 160 meter. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So that portion is visible by this red color. Na, we give this thing that either 0 and 1 we did. Okay. So this red dots which you are seeing, that is your criteria one. See. Okay. So
Yes, sir.
ultimately, these are the points, like whatever the red points which are coming within this polygon, that is your answer. But when we start constructing a building, we have to see how much total area we need to construct. Let's say if my office area is, let's say, 500, let's say 1 square kilometer area I need to make a building or make a office with some kind of for gallery or some space for vehicles and all. Then I have to check out the area of the site. So I will see the area and I will see this area, how much area it is actually. So we can measure the actual area of this particular polygons. So this is around like 36,000 meter or roughly around it, 35,000 square meter. Okay, so divided by 10 to the power 6 and you will get the area in square kilometer, or you can just hear square kilometer. So this is very less area. It's not just 1 square kilometer also. The requirement for you is, let's say, for 1 kilometer square area. So this will not work. This will not work. So only thing which will work here is this particular portion of land where the area is kind of greater than 1 kilometer. So now further depending on where you can construct a different thing, whether it is near to the road because you have to bring it the construction material as well. So depending on that, here also see the area is not fully 1 kilometer, 1 square kilometer, but it's around zero point 0.4 compared to the previous one. It's a high area. So that you can proceed further. So got my point? What I was to try to say. So basically, three potential
Yes,
locations
sir.
are there. From that, if considering the area, this locations is highly suitable to make a building. Or we can see that if we are creating a building, Then we measure the building length and width. So you can see here, if I want to create a building, I will get the space of around, on one side around 400 meter. So generally house for normal things which we construct, it is at 5 to 6 meter or 8 to 10 meters, and in this kind of forest we do not need much. So here also it's 700 meters, so we can create easily a office here. And basically if I will create a, this is at some kind of peak location compared to the other files. See, this is at, compared to this point and this point, this is at some kind of higher altitude, so we can take a monitoring of entire area as well from this particular location. Okay, now let's say you want to create a map using this. Okay, so how we can create a map for showing the final buildings? So for that you can go to project and go to new print layout, and then write down the S name as a map 1 or question 1, whatever you want to name it. So it will open this kind of window to you. Okay, now we have to add our data points here in this particular window. So to do that, what we will do is, first we will do this button which you can see here, add maps. So you will click on add maps, and then after you will drag and drop the area where you want to create a map in this particular window. So I will drag and drop, and it will create or add the data from your QGIS window to here in map window. Now if you want to move it or change it, you can just do the hover it, make it big or small, and if you want to do the zooming and zoom out, then you can use this button, move item content. So if you will use this button, move item content, then you can move within the inside this window, and if you do the scrolling through your mouse or your through your keyboard pad, then you can make it big or small. Okay, so like this you can do. Okay, so first putting the data sets. Now you can use this arrow and make it somewhere wherever you want. Okay, now
So, like
yes,
we can adjust that frame of this map. How we can remove our from that frame?
have we removed?
Like you have, so like you have fitted this map in the frame, this
Yes,
red boundary, sorry, blue
yes.
boundary frame. So how we can fit it?
How we can remove the outer frame like that? Oh, I'm not
So
able
like,
to. Your voice is cutting. Can you repeat your question again?
sir, your map is properly fit in the this blue boundary frame,
Yes, yes.
but my frame is not fitted in this map
Okay, okay,
properly.
okay, 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 okay. I will delete it and show it to you again. I will click on this add map, and then I will
Yes, sir.
edit like this. Okay, now you can see within this blue boundary, I'm not able to, like there is some white spaces there. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so first what I will do, that my data is in terms of rectangle. Okay, so I will try to make this box as a rectangle. So I will make it like this. Like this is on corner, you see these six squares are there. So if you go to that, it will change the cursor and you can just make it, reduce it or increase it and make it some kind of square. Is that correct? Fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now what you have to do is you have to zoom out the feature which is inside it. Okay, so that it can remove the white space. Is that clear? We
Yes,
have to
sir.
do zooming.
That's what I was asking. How we can zoom out that
Yes.
feature?
So for that you have to click on move item content. On the left hand side below this arrow option there is a tool as move item content. Click on that and then go within the map, inside the map, and then you can put your map anywhere. Okay, so that you can put it anywhere. So first of all I will put it in center, and then after I will do this scrolling using my mouse or keypad. So if I will scroll more, then it will make it big. If I will scroll less, then it will make it small. On the other side you can just change the scale also, which is you see in your right hand side item property dialog box. So you can make the scale also, let's say instead of 49, if I write 40 here, it will make it big. Instead of 40, like write 20, it will make more it big. Okay, so either do the scaling using cursor or you can change the scale here. And along with it, you can also make it move the content here and there so that it will automatically fit perfectly. So this is the problem, like when people make maps, this is the issue that they have generally. Is it fitting now? Or, I mean, are you able to move the content? And once you are done, then after you can just click on this arrow again, which is on select or move item. Otherwise, it will.
Sir, I'm able to move it, but now I have to fit this frame again.
Okay, I mean, that you can take your time and do. But yeah, like that you can do. Okay, so this is a trial and error. So as you
So
practice more, you
now,
will.
how I can fit this frame again because I have clicked on this map content, move item content
Okay, then
tool.
click again on move item content. So click again on move item content. Then see here I am moving it, making it bigger or small, whatever you
So
want.
now I want to access this frame. Now I want to access this frame. How can I do it?
Which frame? This outer wider space.
Sir, this blue line frame.
Can you show me your screen? I mean,
Yes, sir. Just one.
okay. So what you can do is you can make it more big. See, right now the below portion is remaining. Okay, I will see. So I will just show it in my screen. What you have done is, so
So
first of all,
just
you have created a very big box. Okay, so like that you are having like this. Okay, bigger box.
yes, sir. So the
Okay,
problem is when I am
yeah,
moving my
I
cursor
got
on the
your point,
corner of
and
the.
you are having something like this. Okay,
Yes, yes, sir.
okay. So first, what I will do is I will try to adjust this is within white. So I will move the content which is inside it, and I will try to fit it. If after fitting also some space is remaining, it means in that direction there is more space. So I will use this select and move, and I will reduce that space again. Okay,
And
so
sir,
that. Yeah,
automatically,
automatically it
my
will move the inside part also. I can understand that. But after that also, you use the same thing, move item content and move it inside. And then zoom it. So see here, I'm not able to see it properly. Okay, so I have to do zoom out.
sir, sir, now only this no item content is enabled. I'm not
So,
able to adjust this frame again.
so see, what I'm
See,
saying is
when I'm
frame and content inside it both are done by the two different tools. If you want to move the content which is inside the frame, then you keep this option on, move item content. How it will help? That you can move it either like this, either like this, either like this, or you can zoom it, zoom out. These two things you can do using this move item content. Okay. Now on the
yes,
other side, if you want to do the framing, this frame, which is blue frame is there. If you want to make it big or small, then you can use again select and move item. Use select and move. Then after you will not able to handle the things which are inside, because if you select this option, then you can just move your map only, not the content with which is inside it. Okay. So use that select and move item. If you want to make it more small, make it more small. If big, make it more big. And then once you are okay with the size of your map, then after again select the move item content and then move it accordingly. Okay, you can try. Give you a few minutes. So this is like once you will start exploring the tools, you will get to learn. But only thing is you have to hover in between this move item content and then select and move item. This two tool only will help you to frame the scale set, like you to make the frame. And I think once you are ready with your frame, then you can see here this white page is there and your frame is bigger than the white page. Okay, so is it done? Then I can go ahead. Otherwise, you will miss.
so can you see my screen?
Just a minute. Yes, I can.
So see, when I'm doing this map is also
Yes. So you just reduce it. Huh. It will automatically reduce the inside content also. Okay. Now go back to the another move item content. This tool select move item. Huh. Yeah. And then move it. Okay. Now move it down bit or zoom it a little bit less. Okay, you go to item properties on your right hand side, layout guides and item properties is there. So now instead of this 54,000, you just write there 50. 54,452 is there. Instead
sorry
of
sir,
that,
can you repeat? Sorry sir,
50,
can you repeat please?
54,452 is there. Instead of that, write 50. 50, then triple zero. 50,000. Click enter.
Yes sir.
Okay, it became big. Now still you have to make it adjust. Okay. Now if you want to make it small, like little bit more big or less, then you can change the scale. Scale will help you to move the content, like zoom in and zoom out. Earlier what was happening that if you are doing zooming, then it is becoming too much zoom, either too less zoom. So because of that, it was not able to fit it. Now instead of 50, you just write just 49 there. Then it will become very good. It's fit. Here in bottom some white line are coming 49,000. Enter.
Yes, sir. I
Okay.
clicked the enter.
Now it's fine. Now you can go to layout. Near to item property, there is option of layout.
Sir, but this red color boundary is not visible.
I mean,
Is
it's
it is
fine because see, we want to show what is inside the polygon because that's what our answer is or our site map is. Okay. So
yes,
if the
sir, but this
part,
polygon boundary is not clearly visible. It is dull in color.
yeah, that is fine. That is fine
Okay, sir.
because your content is like that. So that's why it's happening this much. Okay. So now you go to layout and go
Yes, sir.
down and then you can click on resize layout. So now it will fit entire window into that particular things which you have generated. Okay. Now we will add grid into this. So for that, go to, so here now I will add grids. So I will do the same thing. I will go to layout and resize the layout. So my page size will become to this much. Now to add grids, what you have to do is you have to go to item properties. Like you have to select this map one first, the item which is there, and then go down, like in the item properties, go down, and there is an option of grids. So click on that plus, and then it will show you the grid one. So click on grid one and click on modify grids. Now here every time whenever we use grid, you want to show it as a latitude and longitude. So select your coordinate system as a 4326 WGS 84, EPSG 4326 WGS 84. If it is not there, you can just click on this earth like button, and then also you can just search here 4326 and click on this. Then after we have to give the grid size.
So,
Yes.
so from where you set this coordinate system, I went to CRS.
Okay. So you added this. I'll do it again. Okay. So let's say
Yes, sir.
this is your map. First, I will click
Yes,
on this map one. It will show me
yes,
the
sir.
different item properties. In item properties, if you go down, there is an option of grids. I will go to grids and I will click on this plus button. Then it will add here grid 1. So I will click on
Yes, sir.
grid 1. Then after I will go to modify grids. Now when I will click on modify grid, it will ask me the various features of that grid. So first of all, I have to check the CRS, like whatever the value should come, that should be in degree minute second only. So I will write here 432684. You can select it from the drop down box. This EPSG 4326 WGS 84. If it is not there, if you are not able to see that, then in that case you can click on this tool which is select CRS. Click there
Yes, sir.
and here write 4326 and click here and then go back. Click on this arrow back. Go back. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now we have to specify the interval between the two points which I am adding. So we will start with let's say 1 because this area is very small, so 1 will not make any sense. Okay, so the this part and this part, how far it is. So that we have to specify. So let's write point 1 and you can see two lines are coming. Okay, two lines are coming in x direction and two lines are in y direction. It means that these two lines are at a distance of zero point 0.1 degree. And if you make it further less, let's say I will make it 0.05, then it will increase. Okay. So you select the interval. If your area is bigger one, then you can add 1, 2, 3 also. Like if you're working with state data, then you can add 1 or 2 degree also. If you're working with the national data, you can add the grid size as a 5 degree or 10 degree as well. If you are working with a very small data, it will be either zero point 0.1, zero point 0.5, whatever, depends on your study area, how big it is. Then after I will go down and I will click on frame. So frame, I will select as a exterior ticks. So it will make a ticks outside. You can see tick marks outside. Then I will go further down and then here you see draw coordinates option is there. So if you click on draw coordinates, it will write the coordinates also. Now instead of decimal, I want to add decimal with some suffix that degree north, degree south. So instead of decimal, I will write on decimal with suffix. So it will add either north or east. Then after, if I go further down, then here its precision is written. So currently I'm using a precision of 3 digits after point. But my data is not changing much, so I can use the precision of 2 also. So instead of 83.850, it will just write 83.85. Further, if I want to change the fonts, I will click on fonts, make the font bit big. So it will open the font window, make it to 15 or 16. Then want to make it to bold. Okay, if you want to change the font type also, you can do that as well. That we will not do right now. So basically you can change the font. And now see here inside this lines are coming, solid lines. So if you want to remove these solid lines, then you go back to the top where the grid type is written. So here you have specified the option of solid. Instead of solid, if you write cross, then it will write add the cross. If you write markers, then it will write markers, add markers and frames and annotations. Then it will keep just frames which is outside only, not the inside. Okay. Are you able to follow me till this point? So these options are there in the grid 1 properties only. You have to explore and see the different options.
So I followed all the steps, but my map is something like this.
Uh,
So something like this.
yeah, so you are getting coordinates.
So, but the size of the coordinates like these font
You have to make increase the
digits are
font
so
size. You
small.
have to increase the font size.
Sir, I have increased the size here 20.
And then you have applied enter. After writing 20 there, apply enter. Then and then it will become big. Otherwise, it will not update
Yes,
automatically.
sir. Yes, sir. I tried just 1 minute. Yes, sir. Sir, but they are not visible clearly.
Okay, so then
Just like my
go to style in that top only, in that window only, go to style and instead of regular, you click on bold. The same way, just above the font. And this will become more clear. I mean, once you have some white space na on top. So once it should be just visible. Then after once white color will come, like this is like behind gray color is there, so it will not become too good. Once you export this as an image, it will become good. Oh, no need to just worry about that white color. What you can do is once your grids are fixed, you can go to layout again and then resize layout. So it will, wherever your fonts are coming, it will give you the white space there. So I will show you that thing.
Yes.
See, right now you can see the grid points which I have generated that are coming outside this, inside this gray color. And because of that, I'm not able to visualize it properly. Okay. So to avoid that, once you are done with the thing, then after you go back to the layout and then go to layout and resize layout. But here I just want to say one more two things and then after we'll do that. Here you can see there is the option of E is also coming. I mean, if I see, if I add my solid frames, then you can see here these frames are also touching like little bit. Okay, so at the end you can just adjust, and then after you go to once every adjustment is done, I will just keep the frames and annotation and I will go back to the layout and I will click on resize layout. Then it will automatically adjust this thing. And what I want to add also is I want to add borders. So I will go to item properties and then if you go back and go down, then where you had grid option, there you will have option of border also, frame. So you add the frame and then it will become the frame also. So basically you will get something like this. Now, I mean, we'll touch upon this thing if you have any query at the end. I will quickly tell you the other components how to add, otherwise we'll not able to finish this. Let's say I will add some other components. If we have time, then we'll revisit this framing part.
Yes, sir.
Then let's say we want to add north arrow. So add item, then click on the add north arrow, and then you just add the select the place where you want to add north arrow. Okay, so we have added the north arrow. Similarly, add item, go to scale bar, click on scale bar, and you can select the area where you want to add scale bar. So there you can add scale bar as well. Then add item, click on add legend, and then select the area where you want to add legends. Then it will add legends. But here in legends, you see there are multiple legends are coming. So we have to keep the legends which we want. I mean, we don't want to keep all the legends. Okay, so for that, first of all, see this and see anyhow if you see something blur on your screen, just keep on this refresh button so it will make it proper. So now we'll talk about this legends because that is also an important part of map. So we don't want to keep everything here. We just want to keep whatever which is visible to us. So I will click on this legends and then go to its property. Now here it is written that auto update. So first of all, I will remove this or turn off this auto update. Now, whatever the layers which I do not need, I will remove them. So I need DM, so I will keep it. Forest, boundary, I don't want. I need boundary, this three input data I need, so I will keep it. So just select the layer and remove it. Click on minus sign. Then it will remove it. So select the layer, click on minus sign, and then it will remove all the things. Now this criteria one, we don't want to show this band one gray. So I will select that also and I will remove. Similarly, I don't want to select 0 also. So I will remove it. So this criteria one is what? Suitable parcels. So what I will do, I will double click on this criteria one and it will show me the label. So I will edit that as a suitable land or suitable area. Now this is the final layer which we got. So that I want to change. So that is the final area. Then this is tail river. So we want to write properly. It's tail, then river. So basically go double click and change the layer name, whatever. Because when you publish a map, it should not be include a space or some kind of underscore. So write the proper label name for every layer. And then in DM also, we don't want to keep, instead of DM, let's write elevation, elevation in meter. And then I would want to keep this band one. So this is the minimum and maximum elevation. Now if I want to select this also, make it big or small, then you can select on any of the part, go to its property, and you can increase the width or length. So height, if I want to increase the page, then I can do that also. So you can increase or decrease the height, reduce the width. Okay, so that thing you can do. And once everything is done, you are good to go. And this is the on top if you want to write as a legend. So go top and give the title as a legend. So this is like very UI friendly thing, and you just follow it and do it. So that then I don't want to keep this white box. I want to keep the background the color off. So I will go down and remove the background from this legend. So it will remove the background also. Okay, so that you can put like this. Wherever the space is there, appropriate space is there, you can put everything together. Similarly, now you can handle the other layers. You make it big or small. So I will make this more a bit small. And this is like here also legend also if I want to improve the visibility, I will select the legends. I will basically the fonts are small right now, so I can go to the options below. And then legends also, yeah, you can keep the single box or line tick with the middle or line tick with it down or top or whatever you want to do. Then you can add the kilometer or how you want to show with which unit. Numbers format you can also change. Then segments, you want to make a more segments. So we want to make it till 10. So that also you can do. Then you can see the appearance. If appearance you go, then you can check the box margin and all everything. You can increase or decrease the font size. So let's make it to 16. So basically this every option is GUI based now. You can just go there and change the different options and whatever the customizations you want to do, you apply that and it will create a beautiful map. So this thing, once you will start doing it, then it will come as experience you will increase and do. But yeah, it's like pretty similar to ArcGIS. Like you can do everything here, make a good map out of it. And any text if you want to add, then add item and then go to add label. Then you can write this river name also if you want to write it here instead of in legends. So we can write it as a Mahanadi River. And then we'll place it here. I will copy paste and here I will write as a Tail River. So, so yeah, like this you can do different things. Any questions? I think I'm went a bit fast, but yeah, you can go through video now.
No, sir, got it all, sir.
All the points you got?
Yes, sir. Sir, actually,
Yeah.
we
Yes.
do it same in the ArcGIS. Sorry, in ArcMap 10.8.
Yes.
So it is quite similar to that.
Yeah, yeah. Process are like both the software are kind of similar. The only problem is one is licensed one where you have to pay if you want to use, and another one is open source where you do not have to pay. So that's why, like, if you see so many people and research organizations, commercial applications, they started moving towards QGIS because both of them offer similar things.
So that also we have pirated, not licensed.
Yes, and the ArcMap versions which you are using, I think that is very obsolete. I mean, now generally people, if you go on commercial work or labs, then they do not use ArcMaps no more. I mean, they use ArcGIS Pro or this desktop version. So these things are
Yes,
becoming
sir.
obsolete.
ArcGIS Pro
So
I have from
yes,
Microsoft.
so better to use shift towards Python or this QGIS to do the geospatial analysis. And if your organization supports and have the license version of ArcGIS, then you can go with that. There is no harm in that. Only good thing they provide is like when you are working with multiple peoples, you can do together the same thing and do everything in one project. So that is a quite advantage which you have in ArcGIS desktop versions. And they also provide some data sets which is inbuilt in the ArcGIS store. So that is also good thing. Okay, so I think there are two more questions, but I think we'll not able to solve it. But yeah, I will give you some brief that the second question is on, let's say we have given you the area of flood, where the flood happened as a image format, and you have to find out how much agriculture area will get affected, and because of that, how much compensations you have to pay. So basically, the image is given that you have to do the georeferencing of that image and you have to do this raster calculation and all. Calculator which we used, finding out the LULC code is equal to 40, and then intersect the layer of flood and LULC which is 40, and then find out how many pixels are having the same value so that you will find out how many agriculture land got affected because of flood. So this application for flood part. And then the third question, so this is the data which is given to you. So this file is given, and then you have to do digitizations to make this areas. And then the third question was on vector processing mostly. So the data of tourism sites and metro stations and metro lines are in Delhi is given to you. And task was given to you is like you have to find out the hotels. So that let's say one person wants to do see the like they want to analyze the monuments archaeologist, so they want to book a hotel. So how they will book a hotel? So there have some conditions that the hotel should be at least 3-star hotel, then the rating should be more than 4, the hotel should have an airport transfer facilities, then the site it should be within the 500-meter of metro station, basically the walking distance, and it should be within this 3 kilometer from Indian Institute of Archaeology. So this kind of things are there. If we might have time, we might have done this. But yeah, I mean, you can explore these things and look into it. If you have any doubts, you can get back to me again if you are learning GIS. So basically, we just want to give a gist of what we can do, the different operations which we learned today, like buffer analysis, or basically all the geo processing operations, importing different data sets into QGIS, whether it's a raster data or vector data, how to see their properties, and then ultimately changing typologies and making a map at the end, because the ultimate aim of GIS work is to prepare a map. So we did that, and that's it for today's class. And that's it also with this course also. So I think this is the last class, and I have asked the team to give me one extra class for this class, so that in that extra class I was thinking to cover the gate exams questions from the same course, which we can solve using what we done in this class. So if I get that slot, I will discuss that, and you will get the same notification in your NPTEL class, that if any extra class, extra problem solving session is there, then you will get a notification of that in the window. So if that is there, then you can join that. Otherwise, uh, this is the last class. So I hope you enjoyed this entire session. And let's see, if I get the time, I will share. And otherwise, you just follow me on YouTube. I will upload the videos related to the gate questions if you are appearing, or related to this course there only. Yeah. So thank you.
Definitely, I will join this. I will be fortunate if I will get another chance to uh, uh, like to gain knowledge from you. And definitely, it was very great experience with you through the entire course. And I will be lucky if I get another chance to get uh, any lessons with you.
Yeah,
And
yeah. If you
please,
want coming to Gujarat and want to see it, and then Ahmedabad or Gandhinagar, just you are happy to like just visit the ID Gandhinagar. I'm happy to see you there here.
let's see sir, if I get
Yeah.
uh,
So whenever you come,
chance.
just
So
drop a
definitely I
message.
will come.
We'll connect.
I I have screenshot of your phone number.
Yeah, yeah. That's fine. You can, if I'm on LinkedIn, you can ask me. I will share the details there as well. It's not an issue.
I'm not able to message you on LinkedIn. It is requiring premium on the
Okay,
LinkedIn,
okay. I mean,
so
you
I'm
just
not able.
share me, like my emails are there on my website or ID Gandhinagar page. Uh, so you
Yes,
can mail me. I will share my details there. Okay, so
thank you
see
so
you.
much
If
for your
any extra lecture is
time.
there, then it will you will get notified in the NPTEL classroom only. So if any at all extra class is there, then we will going to cover the gate geomatics questions, which are similar to this course. And that's the last point. And if it is not there, then I will upload it in my YouTube channel, so you can go through that. Okay, so
Can I know the name or ID of your YouTube channel?
I think you are getting in the and like I will just show you this thing that in NPTEL, are you getting this things which is recording sheet? Like if you go to this NPTEL
Okay, okay.
page.
So those videos on your channel, sir.
Yeah, yeah. So in this page only, you are having this announcement section. Okay. So in announcement section,
Yes, sir.
wherever this feedback form is there, or this survey problem solving session is there, there is a link which is given, which is recording sheet link. Okay. So
Yes, sir.
if you click on that link, you will get an Excel sheet where the YouTube links are there. So if you click on any of the YouTube link, you will get to the redirect to my channel. So it's everything is uploaded on my channel only, and that's link are given. So if you click there, so all the videos are there. You can see here my name and channel. So you can connect with me from this. And if you
Yes,
need
sir. Definitely, I will do.
any sources which we used, I mean everything is uploaded in this Google Drive folder, data of today's
Yes,
also,
sir.
and then rest of the MCQs and everything is uploaded over here. So you can go through that before your NPTEL exams as well.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, so that's it. So thank you for joining throughout the course and
Thank you, sir. Thank
for
you
your
so much.
participation.
Yes. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. See you. Bye bye. Enjoy.
Bye, sir.